Hello everyone, this is Zoltar and welcome back to the Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void campaign. No cutscene to start off with this time, apparently blowing up Shakuris in the last mission, which I'm not going to call a spoiler because it's literally floating in the background. I mean, seriously guys. Apparently that was enough of a cutscene for between those two missions, so we just have stuff to do about the ship for now. And we're going to start with Vorzun.
Shakuris is gone. It has become one with the eternal night. But the traditions we forged there will remain with us forever.
Is that still possible, Matriarch?
More so than you may realize. What do you know of the Shadow Walk, Artanis?
Little. Your people closely guard their customs.
It is our most sacred rite of passage. The Initiate stands alone. Members of her tribe strike against her from the shadows. If she endures, she becomes a Shadow Hunter, true Dark Templar.
Why do you speak of this?
You stood alone, as Dark Templar, against countless enemies, risking your life for the many. You have walked as we have. You have walked the Shadow Path already, Artanis. You no longer have the Kala. You are Dark Templar.
It's an interesting point she makes. Rohana, what do you got?
The Nerazim fought valiantly beside us, even unto the destruction of their world. Why?
Their homeworld has always been Ire. They have never forgotten it, or the sacrifice that delivered them to safety.
You speak of Adun. So saith Judicator Zentheon. Adun failed to eradicate the rogue tribes, those who call themselves the Dark Templar. We witnessed the burst of the Twilight Star. In that treasonous instant, Adun ushered the heretics and himself to fate, purifying Ire of their taint, but allowing them life.
Treason? Adun chose mercy rather than committing genocide. This was a noble act, Preserver.
Was it? I see history through the eyes of those who lived it, Artanis.
Perhaps this is why you are blind to all that is before you. History's truths are only ever understood looking through the backwards lens, seeing its consequences take root.
As a preserver, I have always experienced history as a living, breathing now, as those who experienced it in the moment did. Perhaps I should consider the way you view it.
It is, maybe a minor detail. I love the stalkers in the background over there. I don't think there's much to do at the assembly panel this time. Still the same stuff. I like our units. I'm going to stick to them for now. Although, maybe if I were to redo that last mission, I would consider throwing in some, instead of the Immortal, maybe going with the Annihilator, for example. And potentially even taking the Dragoon instead of the Stalker. But for now, I'm going to stick with what we've been doing. Those standard basic units. I really did like the Avenger, though. That was helpful a couple of times when I lost track of the Dark Templar. Oh look, they're not dead. Small details. To the Solar Core. I don't think we got anything out of that, actually, in regards to the Solar Core. Yeah, fully allocated. We got nothing. Most we could have gotten was 10. Karax doesn't even want to talk to us. He's going to be thoroughly disappointed in our failure. So let's just hop into a mission.
Shakuris has fallen, and Amon's grip tightens. If we are to stand against him, we will need more than warriors. As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the Purifier program has been reborn. We must recover this immensely powerful technology.
And we will. Let's get to it.
Glacius facility. Within lies the greatest weaponry the Empire ever developed.
It is the site of the Purifier Revival Program.
Purifiers, the forbidden weapon, they were sealed away by the Conclave, never to be restored.
The ancient Purifiers are not kept here, Preserver. They are still locked away. Here, on Glacius, our researchers have been developing prototype weaponry inspired by that ancient technology.
You speak above your caste, Kalai. This is unimaginable heresy.
We are outmatched by Amon's forces and facing annihilation. If this technology may help us, we will use it.
They are attacking the facility.
Amon has unleashed his servants. Ready our warriors.
It's not like we didn't know the Tal'Darim were coming at some point. We do have a few more conversations available. I suppose we'll get to those.
The Tal'Darim. They have not been seen since the Aeon of Strife, before the Protoss were united by the Kala's light.
I'm afraid they returned some time ago, Rohana. We thought them fanatical servants of the Xel'Naga for years, but in truth, they had enslaved themselves to Amon.
Why would any being willingly follow Amon?
That is unclear. The Tal'Darim call themselves the Chosen. What Amon has chosen them for, we do not know. They are dangerous foes who have helped forge the hybrid and shed blood in the name of our great enemy.
Protoss turned upon Protoss. The De'ul demands retribution for such offense. They must be destroyed.
If it is their fate, it shall be.
And we'll work on it, trust me. The
The
Tal'Darim.
purifier weaponry that has been researched here could prove to be a valuable addition to our arsenal.
That is what I am hoping. Is there any merit to Rohana's fears?
The Kalai on Glacius have prototyped the technology with successful results. It is said that these experimentations are no different than the Templar they are replications of, a byproduct of quantum predictive analytics.
They were and are still only machines. Do not give them such credence, Karax.
We too are machines of a biological nature. I often marvel at the architecture, the design, the careful construction of our form, our machinery. The Xel'Naga forged us as we forged the original purifiers.
Something to think about. All right, back on over to the bridge.
Many of my Dark Templar have volunteered to act as scouts for us. They will keep us aware of Amon's movements.
Well, considering you are, permanently invisible, that would make sense.
If we are to obtain the purifier technology, then we must move quickly. The Tal'Darim are preparing to fire upon the facility.
Oh man, well, we'll see what we can do about it. Defense cannons online, Tal'Darim forces detected, seeing a lot of zealot types in there, although not exactly zealots from the look of it. And we might get to play with sentries, which is just going to make everything even more complicated. Let's get started.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are unleashing their mothership's phase displacement beam against Glacius's orbital defenses.
I am First Descendant Alarak, and I've been charged with destroying this facility. You seek the technology vault, but you are too late. It will be annihilated along with the rest of this pathetic world. Use your time to withdraw from the system, or remain here and watch your forces burn to ash. I care little which you choose.
He is not entirely correct. If we begin now, our forces could outpace the displacement beam.
Then we are going in.
Sounds reasonable to me. Let's get started on the probes as per usual. Get those warp gates online. There are sentries here. Hopefully those will unlock in just a
The
moment.
displacement beam is advancing. We must reach the vault before it is destroyed.
Give me these sentries. I don't know why you won't. It's rude. Where are we going? Reach the technology vault. There's stuff there! We can't get through a cannon that fast? Come on. Don't be ridiculous. What's over here? Zealots, a stalker. Ugh, that's dangerous still. Why don't you give me these sentries? I need them, or resources, or something. Just give me a thing. Can we at least get some more units out before long? I'm honestly not sure.
I'm detecting a Tal'Darim
Oh, no.
force amassing outside of our nexus point. We must prepare for assault.
Give me the sentries.
These sentries were left behind. Let me activate them. They are quite effective at restoring shields to nearby warriors.
Or using force fields to make sure that we don't get completely destroyed. I mean, but no, we don't have those. Well, that makes things easier. Let's get a guardian shield up and get going. Can our sentries literally not attack? I don't know exactly how I feel about that. Maybe it's okay. Look at our little whirlwinding go.
And there. Our gateways are now calibrated to warp them in as well.
Thank you. Sheesh. Even Guardian Shield alone is super, super useful in the right circumstance, let's be honest. Alright, we've got a Solar Lance online. Those are to be used in my opinion, although it looks like it would probably be best to go around the beam rather than through it, so we are going to head this direction. Don't really need to super Solar Lance it up right here, though, it looks like. We should be okay if we just dance around a little bit with the units. I don't know where the sentries went. Let's make sure they're part of the group and actually feel included so they'll be willing to help out. Keep pushing stalkers down. We may just deploy a pylon up there, although we could always just run one out pretty easily. Or a couple out, as it were. Yeah, we'll just stick to one for now. Let's keep moving. This is blocked.
The Tal'Darim have blocked this route with a force field. We will have to find a way around it to destroy its power source.
So we do have to go the other way. Alright then, get that Phoenix out of here. At least it's not causing any serious problems. Let's just get some more of those spread around. Yeah. Minerals, blah blah blah. Nobody cares. Let's keep getting a few more workers out at least. We need at least 16. Alright. It's solution time. I don't know what else is back there, so I'm just going to blow it all right here. At least I can see that. Ah, we missed one zealot. Oh well. Shouldn't take any more than shield damage. Now there's this giant beam in the way.
Our forces are near the displacement beam.
Really?
We must remain alert and stay out of its range.
Well, I'm working on it, you know? It's just, you know, I did kind of notice that personally. It was just a small detail in my eyes, but I did figure giant beams of death, maybe not the best place to stand our units. It's just maybe. Let's see. Do I want a robotics facility or a dark shrine? I don't see the dark shrine doing a lot here. It could be useful, but it's not really necessary, so I'm going to go with the robotics facility instead. I think that's going to be a bit better decision. We do have a lot of gas stored up, is one thing to consider about that dark shrine, but with sentries available to purchase as well, I'm hoping it won't be too much of an issue. We really probably should get a few more zealots out next round, sadly. Make sure these sentries stay safe. Okay, they can get a little aggressive when they decide to. They just don't like to, is all. They'd rather restore these shields. Yes, that's fine. Get a couple more zealots coming in for defense. What else can we do? I guess we can keep building up a worker store for the time being. No, not our pile. Why did they... Oh. Did we destroy the power source somehow? Or did they just lower it for a moment, for whatever reason? That is interesting, though. That does mean we're going to have to worry about attacks from behind during all this. Something to consider. Just do a little bit of blink microing. Hopefully we'll be okay. They're not even focusing very well, are they? Get out of here. Jerks. Alright, tell you what then. Let's grab a worker. Go ahead and pop out a couple more things. Gonna try and get a couple cannons down back here, along with a battery to be alright. And then we are gonna go with a couple gateways if we can. Let's get another zealot out. Ah, man, let's just make a sentry. They cost a lot of gas going with it. Do I have that facility up? I do. Love to start an immortal, but it's a bit expensive, so it's not really an option right now. Good. Defense is coming online. Zealots are all good to go. Let's actually make some progress since we got to start out running that beam at some point. What's up here? Anything?
Here's the station scientists were storing raw solarite here as well. If possible, we should obtain it. Excellent. Solarite gathered.
Yeah. Gotta be careful with this immortal around. Unfortunately, it can cause so many problems. Thankfully, it's dealt with now. Let's just grab all these resources that are so conveniently positioned. I am just going to dump a pylon out here to make life a little bit easier. A couple stalkers. We didn't even get all those gateways up just yet. I'm just going to make 5 gateways. Forget it. Let's actually get those ground weapon upgrades going. These Phoenixes out of here. I'm so done with their nonsense. Man, they have sentries too back there. I really should be using Guardian Shields a bit more. Those are locked off by another power source? Come on. We're getting ridiculous now, aren't we? Checkpoint reached. Stupid immortals.
We've discovered more sentries. I will activate them now.
Oh, thank you. That was actually useful for once. Alright, how are we doing back here? Gotta get that converted. Gotta get this thing starting immortals for me. Gotta get you guys moving forward. I'm hoping we didn't lose too much to not microing back in there. I think we were mostly okay with those extra sentries we pulled in. Let's keep moving. We're running behind. At least we'll be able to pull in reinforcements a little bit faster before too long. Get that Guardian Shield online. Alright, we're doing okay. All these zealots in the way. I feel like we do need a few more zealots ourselves. Get that cannon focused down. Oh, nah, that was a stalker down for no reason. I don't even know if our cannons back there were actually completely necessary, but they felt useful at the time. I don't know how they actually turned out. Let's get the rest of these warp gates online. There you go. That should help out just a little bit. Make sure we have immortals pumping out from the robotics facility. Make sure we are not losing units up here for no reason whatsoever. Since we see enemies coming in, let's get another Guardian Shield up, please. Okay, and here we go. All you guys, get up here, help out. We got work to do. In case you didn't notice, there's a giant purifier beam burning through literally everything we're trying to accomplish and save up here. Great. It's actually a High Templar back there. That is going to be a huge pain to deal with.
Get them away from the beam.
I'm working on it. I didn't notice the beam was going to turn this way. Dropping myself another pylon. It's just easier that way. I can actually keep up with things if I do it that way. There we go. I really have to make something other than stalkers someday. Alright, Guardian Shield, please. Warping around. That is a carrier. No thank you to the carrier. Yeah, we're done with that nonsense. There are some resources back here. Not really going to help us too much unless we can actually get on the ball in terms of production, but potentially useful eventually. Gates are cooling down, should be helpful. And it's not like we have anything else to do while we wait for that beam to outrun us for the time being, right? Or at least get out of the way. I do not want to hear that right now. That's what I get, though. I think there's also possibly some resources back there, so I should check up on those. There are some minerals back there. I'm working on constructing additional pylons. Let me be. Alright. Make sure that the immortals are actually pulling forward. The beam is kind of out of the way at this point. I'm going to check this direction. See what's going on up here. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. We might be able to press through, though. We might just get annihilated. You never know. Alright, let's actually push forward. Let's back up just a little bit, see if they'll chase us. Alright, everybody turn and fight now. Sentries kind of move back just a bit for me, please. Alright, that at least got us away from some of the static defense while we were doing the killing. Didn't lose too much there. Should have plenty of pylons online. Let's get a zealot in for good measure. There you go, that's a bit better. I really should have waited for my solar charges before moving in here. This place is super dangerous. I did not realize just how. There's a lot of cannons back in there. And just the one pylon, if I can get on top of it and get it dead, it's not going to be a problem anymore. But that is a bit of a trick. Alright, where are my immortals? I know I had some warping in, but I don't know what happened to them. And we probably ran out. No, they're still coming. And they're even getting chronoed out as fast as they can. Immortals only just take a while, as it turns out. There's one. There's a bunch of the rest of my stuff right here. We do have a beam at this point, which should be helpful. Should, being an operative word there. Alright, beam. Alright, there we go. That takes the static defense down. Should let us press on through everything else a bit more effectively. At least to the start. At the start. Come on, here we go, guys. Just get it done. Warp on up, take out this pylon. Should make everything a bit easier to have all these cannons offline at least. Did you guys get grouped up and actually help each other? Sheesh. Pick off these stalkers, pick off these phoenixes. It's not all that difficult. And this is getting us access to significantly more resources. I gotta make sure I'm actually warping in this whole time. Get this cannon offline. No need to leave it just killing us. Oracle is whatever. Let's get everything else disabled. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't need none of that today. Get that Colossus out of here. Now we can actually disable things. Disable all the things, please. That's another immortal spawn for no reason. Focus down the Nexus next, obviously. Keep warping in. Alright, we should have a probe sitting around right here. We will get started on a Nexus very, very soon. There you go. See? Not a big deal. Alright, that at least provided us something. It was kind of an odd thing. I was not expecting just to take out an actual base in here and have everything stop. I was looking more for those bonus materials, but with any luck we can catch up to the beam and still be alright. Yeah. Sentries I'm trying to make. Nothing complicated. Come on, just let me do it. What do we leave behind? Just a dead cannon. Okay. We are making progress at least. Alright, we got the solar lance. Let's just get going. Try and make some decent use of it here. There you go, that's a good start on things. Checkpoint, huh? Alright, I'll take that. The beam moved up here and then around. We are going to have to be careful with it. Seems to like dancing with us. Thankfully, it hurts its own. So that is kind of nice for us. I would really rather not fight so close to that beam right now. Let's just finish those off and back up a little bit while I warp in units, please. There we go. That should be a bit better. Yeah. Don't give me that. We've almost got the Nexus up. Unfortunately, it's very far away this time, which makes things just a bit more complicated, quite frankly. Not too bad, but worth paying attention to, at least. You get started. You go. Alright. Well, we can at least move up this direction. Looks like we got some solarite to pick up here. Very nice.
Another solarite sample obtained.
Yeah. Get out of here. Nonsense, Phoenix.
Bringing nearby sentries online.
I thought that would go a little bit better with that blink forward. It did not pan out quite the way I was hoping. Let's just make sure to get this cannon turned off. And oh, look at all these shots we suddenly realized we had. Well, at least it's dealt with for the most part now. All you just move and recharge shields a little bit. We got to get these pylons knocked down very quickly. Make sure more stuff doesn't pop out on top of us. If we can at all. And then just keep going. Alright. That shouldn't be a problem. Getting everything warped in here.
Releasing sentries from stasis.
Phoenix is still alive. It's persistent, I'll give it that. Whoa. That is a lot of Archons in there.
I'm detecting movement from the Tal'Darim fleet. Multiple transport signatures inbound on the facility.
Warp prisms. Clever. Alarak is activating the facility's old defenses, using them against us.
Is he? That sounds annoying. I don't know about clever, but definitely annoying. Where is he using these things, I wonder? Because I don't see them anywhere, personally. That stupid beam isn't... Oh, here they are. That's what he's talking about. The cannons that are just sitting around. Everybody run away. No need to fight in there. Let the beam do its work, then we can move forward. There you go. That's better, isn't it? Now, I would like a free worker. Unfortunately, we don't have one right now, so I will just grab another. Use it to set up a couple pylons throughout here, hopefully, so we can keep warping in troops from not, you know, forever away. Should also likely set up an extra pylon here. get a few more gateways down. I don't even know what our forge is doing right now, which kind of shows that I'm not doing a good job. We did manage to drain all our cash, though, so I guess that's something. Immortal production definitely should have continued. Forge, what are you up to? Oh yeah, you got shields and armor both to upgrade. Let's get on top of that. Those cannons ended up being completely useless, didn't they? Unfortunate. At least our immortals stick around pretty effectively. Get out of here, all of you. Yeah, I don't see any purpose in really trying to focus down the power sources here. There seem to be an awful lot of them. And on top of that, we all know that the cannons themselves are not too difficult to kill off, so just stay away from that beam and hopefully we'll be alright. Just these stupid phoenixes keep getting in the way, and I really wish they would stop. Alright, let's press forward. Silly Colossus is causing problems, although it's not acting like a Colossus, so I'm kind of wondering what it actually is. I haven't bothered clicking on these. Those are still listed as Zealots, and maybe they are. I'm not too sure, but whatever. If you want to call them Zealots, I guess they can be Zealots. We've got to be careful maneuvering troops near this beam, though. It's definitely a bit of a concern. There's got to be Solarite around here somewhere. Yeah, that's the inn, but where's the rest of the Solarite? There has to be some more. I don't know where we would have missed it, though. This is very frustrating. We're going to take a moment and poke about. I mean, we found it there, right? We took this Solarite. We've been through all this. Is there a pathway? There's a pathway right through here, maybe, that we didn't take. What can I do about that? Warp in some stalkers. Get moving that direction, I suppose. Got to be careful for that beam, of course, and wait nearby. I guess we can send everything but one unit back. That might not even be a path, though. Where is that last Solarite? I don't know where we would have missed it. Besides where I'm already checking. Yeah, is that a path? It is maybe a path. No, I can't blink past it. It's not a path. I have no idea where that would be. It's not in here anywhere. Upgrade complete. I don't care about any upgrade right now. I don't even care about all these resources scattered about. I just want to know where this Solarite is supposed to be. I mean, maybe I missed something right here. It's possible, I suppose. This displacement beam is about to start causing me serious problems. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it anywhere. I just don't see anything anywhere. Is it up here? It's up here. That's where it is. Shoot. That displacement beam is almost there. Oh, come on, guys. Move. I'm going to have to give it up. Frustrating. We'll have to redo that one, too.
Acquiring access.
Work quickly, Phase Smith.
Focus the disruptor on their location. Let them burn.
I have its coordinates. Warping aboard the container now.
You are not as weak as you appear, Artanis. We shall meet again.
The Purifier weaponry is safely aboard the Spear of Adun. Wait, there is a prototype warrior here as well. I will have to examine it more closely.
Yeah, that was frustrating. Only 10 Solarite instead of 15. I guess we got the achievements done. One of which was to not lose any soldiers. Another one destroying a whole bunch of gateways or warp gates, which we didn't even really try to do. It just kind of happened. But we still managed to miss the Solarite. Like, poking around for that, all we keep doing is running into more and more Tal'Darim. Well, at least we got through it. Gonna have to redo that one for the Solarite, but it was a lot easier than the last. And that was kind of comforting because getting Shakira's blown up was A, depressing, and B, a lot more difficult than one might expect. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this one. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.